If you are an engineer who hates networking, good. That instinct is actually correct. Most of what people call networking in the US today is worth hating. It's performative, it's awkward, and it has almost nothing to do with how real engineering careers actually get built. But here is the uncomfortable part. Ignoring it completely, that won't work either. My name is Ranajit. I'm a machine learning scientist and I spent years at Samsung Research and Microsoft in Canada. Watched engineers at every level. Some were technically brilliant. Some seemed like they just knew people. And for a long time, I thought these were two complete separate things. They are not. At some point, you have seen it happen. Someone gets promoted, gets an opportunity they don't seem to deserve, moves fast, while better engineers get left behind. And you look at their work and think, that's it? So your brain fills the gap. They must have networked their way in. And then comes the question. It's not polite to ask out loud. If connections matter more than skills, what exactly I am grinding for? Here's what most people get it wrong. Both sides. Side 1, networking is everything. Just know the right people. Skills are secondary. Side 2, keep your head down, do great work, and the right people will find you. Neither of those is true. And honestly, both of them are a little crazy. Networking doesn't get you the job. It gets you considered. And skills don't create opportunities. They let you survive them when they show up. I think the real problem is what engineers picture when they hear the word networking. They picture cold LinkedIn messages, forced self-serving talk. They're trying to seem impressive to someone who doesn't care. Yeah, that stuff doesn't work and it feels terrible because it is terrible. But that's not networking. That's performing networking. There's a difference. Here's a simpler way to think about it. When your name comes up in a room you are not in, and it will at some point, what do people say? Can they name a problem you solved, a system you built, a moment where the project would have fallen apart without you? If the answer is no, you have a problem, a visibility problem. And visibility isn't about working the room. It's about making sure your work doesn't stay invisible. I'll give you a real example. I watched an engineer at Microsoft post a 2-paragraph write-up on an internal thread about catching a fix he had made. Nothing flashy, just clear thinking, shared publicly. 6 months later, a director pulled him onto a high-priority team because he remembered that post. That's not networking. That's not hiding. Before we go into how to network without cringing, I want you to be clear about something. Networking won't replace the work. You can't fake system design in a real interview. You can't fake a production incident. You can't fake ownership when something's actually is on fire. I know an engineer who got a referral to a top company, dream role. He walked in confident because he knew the right people. And he bombed the system design round so badly, the interviewer cut it short. Connections might open a door, but what do you do when you walk through it? That's entirely on you. Interview Kickstart's agentic AI program helps you build the exact AI skills that companies like Anthropic, Salesforce, and OpenAI are hiring for right now. It's a 14-week structured course taught by Faang engineers. I have gone through the curriculum and mentored on the platform, and the quality is top-notch. Here's what the learners said. Let me pull up a review from their public list. The courses are excellent, hands-on, in-depth, and packed with material. There's a lot to cover, so you really need to stay focused to get the most out of them. I am on my second course now and couldn't be happier. If you are interested in learning through hands-on work, real agentic systems, and from mentors who have actually built and shipped this in production, sign up for free webinar, the link below. Now, let's come back to networking. How do you actually do this without feeling like a fraud? 3 things that work, and none of them require small talk. First, share your work where people can see it. Write a short post about a bug you fixed. Record a 5-minute demo of something you built. You don't need to be loud. You just need not to be silent. Second, give credit to other people, publicly and often. Tag the teammate who helped you debug at 2 a.m. Shout out someone's clean code review. When you make others look good, they remember you. That's not being a good colleague who people want to work with again. Third, Volunteer for cross-team projects. The bug that affects 3 teams. The migration nobody wants to own. Raise your hand. Not because you are a martyr, but because those messy, cross-cutting problems are where you naturally meet people outside your silo. And the people you meet in the trenches remember you differently than the people you meet at a mixer. If you want to network beyond your current organization, try to enter rooms where serious people are building serious things. That's something that come up a lot in interview Kickstart programs. Yeah, it's taught by engineers from Faang companies. But what people remember isn't the format, it's the environment. And even after the program ends, there are alumni sessions where engineers from different backgrounds keep showing up, learning from each other. When you are in a cohort with a mentor from Meta, Google, or Microsoft, and surrounded by people who are actively building, it changes how you see things. You get a clearer sense of what's possible, where you stand among your peers. You don't have to become a different person to grow in this industry. You don't have to fake relationships or go to events you hate. But you do have to make sure your work doesn't go unnoticed. Because the goal was never just to be good. The goal is to be seen being good. If you are trying to get into AI roles and want to be around people who are actually building, don't miss this free webinar. It's the simplest step you could take to start networking with the right crowd right now. See you at the next webinar.